said, ain't gonna be long, just I'm sure, spirit. All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. We'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. We'd like to say shalom to the elect that teaches word on true faith and sincerity. On the brother Barak, and with me,
the brother Samak,
and with an icon from the Great Millstone Church here in Birmingham. And today we just want to tie this lesson, the Doctrine of Mercy. And that mercy is being shown by the way of a warning, man. This is the mercy of Yahweh by Shema Shah on display. By the way of this word being presented. Because in that, now you can hope and seek refuge before the times of trouble to come. This is a defense. This is that safe house. It talks about that shield. Going concerning the whole armor of the Most High, because we gotta have that to withstand that day. Just like in the time of Noah, to withstand that judgment, it was certain instructions needed. For that ark to be built in such a way, so it won't succumb to that flood. But the Lord is doing that in this time spiritually by the way of our minds being built up and girded up in such a way when these judgments come down, we're going to still be afloat, so to speak. But hey, it starts here when this word's presented. This is the beginning stages of that mercy. You had some?
You want me to get some?
No, if you got some, we can start off with that. If you don't, I get some after you get whatever you got.
I got 2 Peter 1 starting at 10.
Okay.
It says, wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. Mm-hmm. For if you do these things, ye shall never fall.
Yep, that's it. So you said you shall make your calling and election sure. Matter of fact, what did it say in Peter, the first chapter? Start at 8. Let's see what 8 says.
This is 2 Peter 1 and 8. For if these things be in you, and abound, they make you that ye shall neither be barren nor unfruitful in the knowledge of our Lord Yahweh Shah HaMashiach.
Keep going.
It says, but he that lacketh these things is blind and cannot see afar off.
So you lack this, you ain't got the spirit to see afar off, man. You can't see the things ahead. Having the testimony of Yahweh Shah means you possess the light. So now you can see what's ahead, because the scripture talk about how the darkness, the Lord knows what is in the darkness, and the light dwelleth with him. That darkness is concerning the future, man. Yahweh Shah, that's a form of mercy of giving us insight concerning the future, man. 2/3 of our people can't see what's about to take place, what's going to befall America, man. Even you see it, you see the destruction. We're seeing this place being destroyed now. The destruction of the destroying of this place. You got it out.
Salak. Amen. It said, a prudent man foreseeth the evil, but the simple pass on and are punished. And that what makes you simple-minded is not having that attribute of the testimony of your Lord Yahweh Shai, which is the spirit of prophecy. You can't see ahead.
Yep.
So you're going to run right into the danger. You're going to get the Karag with it. You're going to, by default, be destroyed.
You got it. I'll keep going on that.
It says, But he that lacketh these things are blind and cannot see afar off, and have forgotten that he was purged from his old sins. Wherefore the rather,
keep going.
Wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure.
Yep. So as we being called, we gotta make sure this calling and election sure. Being diligent in it. You got it.
For if ye do these things, ye shall never fall. For so an entrance shall be ministered unto you abundantly into the everlasting kingdom of our Lord and Savior Yahweh Shai Mashiach.
So you got this entrance that's being ministered abundant. This that mercy, man. Lord had a minister entrance. That this is that entrance right here, man. To that peace and mercy. You know, this is the beginning stages of the Lord is that husbandman. So meaning what everything is a process, like the creation. It wasn't in one day. You know, it was a time period. It was a process of what you see to what you see now. Everything is a growth to it. So this is the beginning stages of that mercy that you see. You got it. That was it on that. Come on, get on Habakkuk, the 3rd chapter. And just going back to this the doctrine of mercy, because ultimately that warning is really that's mercy, man. That warning is really mercy, man. You know? Because if you don't get a heads up that he finna shoot the club up, you a victim now. You was part of those 52 that was slain that night or whatever. You know what I mean? Or however the case may be. You know how these stories go. But if you was given a heads up, that was mercy being shown. You know? But you got it up.
We
start at 1, matter of fact.
Habakkuk 3:1. The heading in the blue letter says God's deliverance of his people, showing that it's an act of mercy. The deliverance began with the warning. It says Habakkuk 3:1, a prayer of Habakkuk the prophet upon Shiganah. Oh Lord,
so if I may, this is a prayer, which we know that word prayer goes back to beg, man. So you know, especially when a Christian, you ask them what a prayer means. Say this when you talk to God. No, it's when you beg, you pleading to the, you know what I mean? You begging the Lord for a certain request, which most all the time you begging is really mercy. That request is always mercy for real, ultimately. You know, but you got it out.
Habakkuk 3:2.
Because you asking for the destruction, that's mercy. You know, that's all part of the will of the Lord as well. You know what I mean? But you got it out.
It's Habakkuk 3:2. Oh Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, I've heard thy speech and was afraid. Oh Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, revive thy work in the midst of the years. In the midst of the years, make known. In wrath, remember mercy.
So as you can see, it says, I have heard thy speech and was afraid, man. Because ultimately that should be the proper reaction, you know, when this word is presented. Matter of fact, get real quick, Joel, the 2nd chapter, and 1st verse. That should be the proper reaction, you know, when this word goes forth, man. You know, to be afraid. It talks about how Noah was moved with fear when the Lord gave him the report of the flood. You know, you got it.
This is Joel 2:1, and it says the terrible visitation. That's the heading. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain.
Yep, it said blow ye the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain, because ultimately those are the ones that's gonna hear it. That's who the warning is for those to react to. See, 2/3 of our people is not part of that holy mountain. You know, that what it says, Zion, because that Zion goes back to remembrance. 2/3 is not being remembered in this time. When you read Hosea, the 4th chapter and the 6th verse, when it says, I will forget thy children, you know, so that's playing out in its perfection in this lifetime. That's why 2/3 of our people is not considering that they're Israelites. They're not remembering. Why? Because the Lord didn't remember them, man. You know? So this is really concerning the elect. Those are the ones that's going to actually react to the warning. That's going to react to the trumpet being blown. You got it,
huh? Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble.
See, the inhabitants is going to tremble. That should be the proper reaction, man. You got it?
For the day of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai coming, for it is not at hand.
And they show you as well that the day of the Lord is just some day. No, this is a terrible day that we are approaching. We in that day now, but it's a build up to a day. See, this moment in time we in is going to be talked about forever, man. You know, but it's going to be a build up to a special day, the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai. You know, that's the climax of existence. You know, and we just hope to be kept and preserved to see the salvation of our Lord. But just going back, as you can see, blowing that trumpet and your proper reaction, you hear the
spirit.
Your proper reaction should be to fear, man. Cause guess what? The Lord ain't telling you. He ain't sending his prophets down to telling you that you're doing good. You know, the Lord is letting you know He's warning you to return and you know, seek refuge before the judgments come. But go back to that Habakkuk real quick.
This is Habakkuk 3.
In verse 2.
In 2, it says, O Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, I've heard thy speech and was afraid.
Mm-hmm.
O Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, revive thy work in the midst of the years.
Mm-hmm.
In the midst of the years, make known.
And this is what you're seeing. The work of the Lord being revived. And that's really these prophecies. This is a form of the revival of the works of the Lord, which is the restoration of the house of Israel. You know, really the house of David being built up. You seeing this you know, there's the great awakening. That's a part of the revival of the works of the Lord. You know, as well as these prophecies taking place. This is all the works of the Lord being made known. And it said in the midst of the year, because this is the time where it talks about how the devil is going to be cut off. His years is going to be cut short. These prophecies, the work of the Lord is what's going to is what's going to contribute to that, man. This man being overthrown, him being cut short. You got it?
It says, in wrath, remember mercy.
See, in wrath, remember mercy. So guess what? We was given that. We was given the warning. You know, the Lord opened our ears to hear and receive this warning, and was able to react in such a way to where now we know what to pray for. We know to pray for the Lord as for mercy to keep us from the famine, to keep us from the times of trouble that's about to take place, because these things are inevitable. As you can see, it ain't no way you can vote someone in and change shit around, or you got a legislation on the books right now that's going to flip shit. Nothing. What's going to make things right is the prophecies. And we just hope, you know, when the smoke clear and the dust settle, that we still here, man. But what's going to contribute to that, it talks about the strength of our salvation, is this word. You know. Matter of fact, get 1 Corinthians the 14th chapter, just going back on that trumpet, because this is that spiritual battle. You know, 14 and I believe is verse 7.
This is 1 Corinthians 14 and 7. And even things without life giving sound, whether pipe or harp, except they give a distinction in the sounds, how shall it be known what is piped or harp? So
yeah, you have certain instruments that's used in certain things. You got the trumpet, and it got a certain sound to it. You hear the certain sound to it, and you know it's a new moon, or you know it's a feast. Well, we're not blowing it. We're blowing a trumpet of war and evil and pestilence, man. That's the only tune that's on our, you know what I mean? That's the only thing that's on our album, so to speak. That's the only thing that's on the mixtape. Is war, evil, and pestilence. Each track is concerning evils, man. You know? You got it. But that's not an uncertain sign. It's direct. We telling you the seal is the mark, and you ain't gonna be able to move in this society without it. You're gonna be in straits. That the persecution. If you believe, you got a target now on you. It's nothing like this is gonna be something sweet or walk in the park. You know what I mean? Because even John said, John the Baptist said, "Say not, we just have Abraham to our father. You knowing you're Israelite don't mean you won, man. But you got it a what?
Kind. 1 Corinthians 14 and 8. 1 Corinthians 14 and 8. For if the trumpet give an uncertain sound, who should prepare himself to the battle?
So that show you what type of sound, what battle? That show you what we should be blowing. A trumpet of war, of evil. For you to really get prepared. Because this really show you that this message is really a sense of urgency, man. That's the mercy. The Lord tell you better hurry up. You really that Passover spirit. So always have that Passover spirit, having your loins girded. It was a sense of urgency during that time, because of the judgments. And you just hope that, that the angel pass over you, man. You got something?
Yeah, I did.
Come on, you got it out.
Yeah, this is Jeremiah chapter 28. And should I get straight to the point?
What you were going?
I was gonna get it at 9.
Start at 8. Matter of fact, yeah.
This is Jeremiah 28 and 8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old.
See, so that means Jeremiah and before and after. So up to this day, all the way back then, even from way back, Enoch and Noah. The prophets are old in the garden. Because he even talks about how Enoch prophesied of the return of Yahweh Shai. And Yahweh Shai returns and talks about how he's coming. Isaiah see him coming all bloody from leaving Basra, man. That vision. Coming, dying garments from Basra.
Yeah.
So that's why the return of Yahweh Shai is not going to be as what you think it's going to be, man.
It's the day of the Lord unto you.
Yeah. Who are you to desire that day? You don't even know what it's about. These Christians. Because they might see something in the news and say, man, JC finna come back. Yeah, he come back to kill your ass too.
Right.
What you got it out?
It says, prophesy both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
See? And that has always been the case. Prophets are all, prophesy of war, evil, and pestilence. That's how the Lord, and that's how Yahweh Shai make himself known, man. And that's how anyone really get someone's attention now. You know what I mean? Especially nowadays, talk about a hard head, make a soft ass. That's the Lord. That's how he get down, man. Because you can tell somebody, but you really gotta let them know about you. You know what I mean? And that's how So that's what the Lord did. By the way of these judgment, that's how he make himself known. You got it.
Moses with Pharaoh.
Yep.
He sent the word through Moses, prophesying of these pestilences of destruction. Right?
Yep. That's it. The Lord made known. He told Moses that let Pharaoh know that he's about to, let these things. That's why ultimately this word it goes to these kings as well. It's set out against them, man. Because these Joseph Pack, these just commoners, yeah, they're going to be affected, of course. But who's really going to be affected? These kings, because we're going into a transition of power, man.
So, like, if I made to back you up, is they going to say prophesy against Mount Seir? Going straight to the top.
Yo, that's it. That's who it's for. You got it. I think 9. Yep.
Jeremiah 28 and 9. The prophet which prophesied the peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord Yahweh Shai have truly sent him.
See, so meaning what? You need to hold your breath till it happens. Because that's not really a prophet of the Lord. Because Yeah, it's of course it's scriptures concerning peace, but it's from after the evils. You got to read it. After the destruction, they was able to dwell safely. Or even
the olive branch from the
yeah,
with Noah.
yeah. That's
which is it's like, if I may, which is symbol, so-called peace,
mm-hmm.
But it was after the destruction. That's when because before that they was doing the same shit they doing now, bullshitting, and Noah was pissed, but it wasn't no peace until that world was destroyed. It's like,
read that again,
and that's why this is the gospel of peace.
Yeah,
speaking destruction.
Read that again, bro.
This is Jeremiah 28:9. It says, the prophet which prophesied the peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai hath truly sent him.
So yeah, you really need to be holding your breath. So they talking about a famine ain't coming, or even them really saying that the sea hip is not the mark. That's them saying that them prophesying the peace. You saying that the evil's not coming. And you got to hold your breath on that, because what the momentum is heading towards, this mark. And that's going back to that, hoping for that mercy, man. The Lord giving us, this understanding, us able to, believe this, man. That's mercy, because now you know what to pray for. You know what to look out for, and now you're able to, seek refuge. You got some.
No, I'm still holding that 1 Corinthians.
Well, that was it on that, right? Matter of fact, read verse 9 again. I mean, read verse.
I'm still holding that Corinthians. Go back into Jeremiah.
No, 1 Corinthians. What was it, verse 8?
And we finished 8. We went 9.
Go back to verse 8, and we'll go from there.
Okay. This is 1 Corinthians 14:8. For if the trumpet give an uncertain sound, who should prepare himself to the battle?
See, it said, for the trumpet give an uncertain sound, who shall prepare himself to the battle? So just going back, as this message shows, it's a sense of urgency. It is set to prepare you for this troublesome time that we're coming into. And ultimately, you hearken unto it will lead to your deliverance. But you despise you taking it light will lead to destruction, man. There's no in between. Just like in the time of Noah. See, the Lord said the time of Noah on all levels. Because guess what? It's going to rain too. Of course it's going to rain. It's going to rain fire this time.
Strange rain.
That strange rain by the way of those missiles. Yep, we're going to once again be in ships. Lord, we will part of righteous known by the way the so-called UFOs. These people acting how they was, talk about the time of violence, the heart of imaginations. That's why you have all these different channels and podcasts.
Even
continually, yeah. And guess what? It was in that time period. If you was in the time when Noah, you was alive in the time when Noah was alive. If you weren't of that, of that people who was gonna be delivered, it was Noah, his sons, and their wives, you was gonna die, man. So guess what? In this time, especially here in America, really chiefly here in Babylon the Great, you either here in this land to be delivered or to be destroyed. So that's another reason why that's part of that mercy too. Lord, please, keep me when the destruction comes, because we know, especially here, this is what the Lord really finished. This is the place where the Lord's going to show his power. This is the venue, the setting where the Lord is about to display. Is it going to be a piece of art, man? So matter of fact, get Ezekiel the 33rd chapter. We can probably wrap it up on that. We got that now.
It's like you said, a venue where you said sacrificing
Basra. That's it. And we hear, you in what the Lord about to destroy, man. So of course we pray for the Lord to keep us, because this is the target right here, man.
Everybody got a ticket, the front row ticket, but we want the best seats. We want to be looking in there, looking down in the lake of fire.
Oh, hey, because guess what? That was it talks about the days of light as well. It's gonna be also as in the days of light. and it talks about they was pretty much doing abominable works. But guess what? In this time, it's gonna be the reward. We're gonna actually see it. See, light couldn't see the destruction back then. We're gonna actually see it, man. That's gonna be mercy too, as well. You know, that's a form of mercy. It talks about, matter of fact, get some real quick. Get so Sirach 35, Baba Bashar. I think Sirach 35 towards the end. If it, let me see. Yeah. What it say?
Toward the last, it said, till he have rendered to every man according to his deeds.
What
It's not 35.
Yes, Sirach 35. What the verse say there before that?
For the Lord will not be slack, neither will the mighty be patient toward them, till he have smitten and sundered the loins of the
What verse that is?
That's 18.
I thought it said something about clouds and mercy. Yeah, that's okay. Start at 18. We'll read that.
This is Sirach or Ecclesiasticus in Apocrypha 35 and 18. For the Lord Yahweh Shah will not be slack, neither will the mighty be patient toward them, till he have smitten and sundered the loins of the unmerciful, and repaid vengeance to the heathen.
Hey, and that's part of the prayer. We can read up on this. This is really the prayer of the widow. Because guess what? Because why we a widow. This nigga is the reason why we were in the state we in. Even though, of course, we went off, but the Lord used him, and he far exceeded the. You know what I mean? He went there, man. So that's why our plea is against this man, and this is the plea from the widow against E. You know, you got it.
Till he have taken away the multitude of the proud.
Mm-hmm. See, that proud. That's a characteristic of Esau. When you go into it, that's a characteristic that's associated with him, man. You got it.
And broken the scepter of the unrighteous.
Mm-hmm.
Till he have rendered to every man according to his deeds.
Yep.
And to the works of men according to their devices.
Yep.
Till he have judged the cause of his people and made them to rejoice in his mercy.
See? It can continue.
Mercy is seasonable in the time of affliction, as clouds of rain in the time of drought.
See, so as you can see, that's gonna be a form of relief, man. You know, seeing that the Lord bring forth that judgment, that's a form of relief as well. Man. But it's a season where that mercy. That season of mercy. Why? Because it's a season of wrath as well. That wrath is coming. So that mercy got to be shown somewhere. The Lord's abound his power, man. You know, but it was in James too, talking about how mercy rejoices against judgment. You ain't got to get it, but you know. So that it talks about he that has shown no mercy is not going to receive. He ain't showed no mercy. What do you think is going? You expect mercy? You have mercy on me, Father Abraham, but you goddamn been doing all this bullshit.
Your mercies are cruel.
Yeah, the tender mercies are cruel of the wicked. But you asking for some relief. Nigga, get out of here, man. You know? But just going back to that time of Lot and that judgment, you know, seeing the destruction, that's a reward, man. You know? Because even if you read Revelation 18 chapter, talks about how it's going to rejoice. The Lord have avenged you on her. He got this bitch. And you seeing it. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing like you seeing it. Just like even when you go into this devil's in his system, going into executions, and you have the victim's family there to witness it. That's justice, man. That's mercy, and that's a form of peace and consolidation, man. You know? But you got something?
Oh, you want me to get something?
Yeah, would you? I thought you were finna grab a precept or something.
I want.
Get whenever you get your precept, get Ezekiel 33. Whenever you get your
I was holding Ezekiel 33. This is back in the Sirach, Ecclesiasticus or Sirach.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
25 and 7. There be 9 things which I have judged in my heart to be happy.
That's it. You got it.
And the 10th I will utter with my tongue. A man that have joy of his children, and he that liveth to see the fall of his enemy.
See, so these are the things that's a sense of euphoria that can't match no other. You know, there ain't nothing like, you know, man, you actually able to enjoy your children and him that able to see the fall of his enemy, man. Ain't nothing like a nigga that was vexing you and you hear news of him dying. You see him in a bad state or something like, it's like a sense of euphoria, like, yes, ain't nothing compared to that.
Sweetest joy in this.
Yeah. Getting boxed, yeah, I mean, like it said, yeah,
revenge is like the sweetest joy next to getting.
It is. Yeah. It's a sense of euphoria that's you can't match in that realm. You see what I'm saying? So ain't nothing like it, man. You know, the witness. So that's like mercy, man. It's like a form of relief and consolidation, seeing that out of all these years,
you ain't got to worry about that threat no more.
Yeah.
And it finally gone.
And you see, and you know it.
You take a sigh of relief. You know?
That's it. But was that it on that?
Kind of.
You can go on that get that Ezekiel started to talk on that.
This is Ezekiel 33:1. It's like, again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon a land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set them for their watchmen.
So as you can see, the Lord telling you, he's doing this now. He's bringing the sword. But you're gonna have people that's gonna take a watchman for themselves. And that's what you got, these people, you have these other camps, you have people that's drawn onto them. And they set them for that one. You have people that they got IUIC as their watchman, as their lookout. They watching over their city. Wow. But hey, matter of fact, get Psalms, I think it's Psalm 127. If it's not Psalm 127, I think it's Psalm 147. Psalm 127, what one says? Psalms, yep, verse 1.
This Psalm 127:1, a song of degrees for Solomon. Except the Lord Yahweh shall build the house, they labor in vain that build it.
See, except the Lord build the house. See, it had the foundation had to be off Yahweh Shai, man, or it ain't gonna stand. When you read St. Matthew the 7th chapter, see, the foundation of this house have to be built off Yahweh Shai, or it's not gonna hold up. You got it?
Except the Lord Yahweh shall keep the city, the watchman waketh but in vain.
See, except the Lord keep the city, the watchman waketh but in vain. So you got guys that's Israelites, but it's really just to deter niggas, man. You just got talks about that in Ezekiel. They got skin, but there was no breath in them. That was in vain. They just, you just seen a skeleton. He been dead for 200 years, but now you got him. You just dressed him up. What? Like he just died yesterday. Now he got his skin and everything. Yeah, he ain't pale. He just look like he died yesterday or something. But he did. Ain't no breath in him. But that's your other these pseudo counts. Those that teach that the C hip is not the mark. Those that don't teach the name of Yahweh Shalom Shai. That's no breath, man. Those are the main things, but it's other little things, the hell as well. That shows signs of you're a corpse, as the brother mentioned. You got it.
Like not having the doctrine of life.
That's it.
You walking dead because you waiting to be destroyed, really, because you're gonna walk right into death. Really. You're gonna take the seed up, and now you got to receive a missile.
That's it.
It's like, y'all.
You can go back to the Ezekiel
2. This is Ezekiel 33:2. Son of man, speak to the children of thy people and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon a land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set them for their watchmen, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people.
See, and that's what you're supposed to do. You supposed to, when once you come into this, it talks about how you also supposed to be made a teacher. You see it, you get it, and you able to go into it and dive in. You get it. You and priest. You see a let's sit down. You and priest. So you get it, man. You got it. So you should warn the people. You see the understanding. You see that you get it. You understand the scriptures. You understand that the Lord's about to bring forth judgments. Now you obligated to teach, man.
Okay.
You got it.
I believe, therefore I speak.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then it's quoted again in the New Testament. We believe, therefore we speak.
Mm-hmm.
It's lucky.
You got it.
Kind. This is Ezekiel 33:4. Then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be on his own head.
See, so we ain't saying you're going to die because you don't believe us. We saying you're going to die because you don't believe how Bashimah was shot. These things are inevitable. We ain't saying it because we feel like it's coming. No, this is a decree from the king. He said he's going to send the sword. We telling you what he's going to do. The Lord is going to send Esau. The Lord is going to hell Esau, the so-called white man, yes, himself is going to shut down, America is going to go into a rage, and if you don't get it, you don't think that shit finna, you don't think that this shit finna change your reality as you think it's finna change, and prophecy is finna become your reality. You taking the light, ultimately you're gonna die. You got it.
He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning.
See, you heard the trumpet but took not warning. See, this warning is mercy for real. When someone warns, just like you see hazards, you see the don't touch this. That's mercy. That's really mercy. You got it.
His blood shall be upon him.
See?
But
you got it.
But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul.
See? That's the results. That's the results of the warning. If you take heed to a warning, you live. That's mercy, man. That's why I talked about how Noah, when he was moved with fear, he was delivered, man. He was wise enough to hearken unto that and to believe that report, and the results, he was still alive. And when the smoke cleared dust up, in that time, when the water resided, him and his house was the only thing that was left. But this is that doctrine of mercy, man. This is a warning of the things to come, to trust in Yahweh by Shah. Because that's the only way, just like in the time of Noah, going back, because this is once again that time. Unless you in the ark, you're gonna die, man. And you can tell, I can see, people making arks on the fly, canoes, whatever, and it didn't hold up, man. People fled to high ground, and ultimately they succumbed to the judgment, one way or another. Whatever direction they took to try to go around the ark, they died. But you got it up. You got a precept?
Oh yeah, can.
Get your precept, bro.
So I can. This is 2 Chronicles 20:20, and the heading in the blue letter said, "Enemies destroy themselves."
And that's, matter of fact, we'll end off on that because that's a no, that's ain't it. I thought it was a 36. Matter of fact, we'll end off on that 36, but you'll get that. You got that.
This is 2 Chronicles 20:20, and they rose early in the morning and went forth into the wilderness of Tekoa. And as they went forth, Jehoshaphat stood and said, "Hear me, O Judah, and ye inhabitants of Jerusalem. Believe in the Lord, Yahweh Bashim Shah, your power, so shall ye be established. Believe his prophets, so shall ye prosper."
See, so that's how you believe in the Lord, by believing in the prophets. But as you can see, the results, though, the results of you believing is prospering, you living ultimately, man. So this warning, ultimately, this is that doctrine. It might come off as harsh, rough, but how else to tell you to get the fuck out the street without telling you to get the fuck out the street when the car going 105 miles an hour? You know what I mean? So that's that mercy, man. But Yeah, we end off on that Second Chronicles 36 and 15, I believe. Just going back because this is going back. It's mercy, man. You know what you got out.
Kind of. This is Second Chronicles 36 and 15. It's a lot. And the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah power of their fathers sent to them by his messengers, rising up betimes and sending.
See, and that's going back to that rising diligently. Meet your calling, election. Sure, you ain't just call in and just say con. And that's right. Or you know, it's work to do. You know, but you gonna have the prophets, and that's you seeing that on display. Really, by the man of great millstone, starting to pass the elders on down, man. You know, they're rising B times, constantly pushing forth the word. You know, you got it.
It says, because he had compassion on his people.
See, that's compassion, man. But what we just read about what the prophet said, though, the sin speak none but evil and pestilence, though. None but evils. So that show you that warning is really, that's the compassion of Yahweh Shema Shah. That's the Lord telling you to return. That's the mercy of the Lord, man. You got it. Oh, you read Joel talks about that when you since you know about the judgments. Therefore, return unto me with fasting and with weeping and mourning. You know, there's a certain way you should return to the Lord, man. After you heard this report, you know, it's a solemn. You come into this. It's a solemn way you should come return. It's not a. You got your t-shirt and fringes on. It's a certain way you should return to the Lord. You know.
So not being returned, seeking 10
times. Yeah, that's it. Just knowing what. Yeah, I mean, we of course we are greatly offended. We come to a time of judgment. You know. But you got it.
It says, because he had compassion on his people and on his dwelling place.
And really, that's concerned the elect. That's his dwelling place. But 2/3 of our people that he don't reside with those. You think the Lord reside with a big young boy? Think the Lord with him, man? Fuck, he got $1 million, man. That show he really ain't with him, man. You got it, what?
That was it.
Oh, continue on that.
Oh, continue. Yeah. It says, but they mocked the messengers of the Most High and despised his words.
See, and that's what they doing. They really despise Yahweh Shema Shah. When you read 1 Thessalonians, the 4th chapter, you got it.
And misused his prophets until the wrath of the Lord arose against his people till there was no remedy.
See, and that's it, man. Meaning what? Now, it said no remedy, meaning you ain't gonna bounce back from this judgment. You gonna come back in the kingdom traumatized. Yeah. Yeah, ain't no remedy. What's ultimately is for your destruction. Basically. It's ultimately it means it's for your destruction, man. You know, but it's just going back. Show you the prophets is set for the Lord sent out the prophets for a form of compassion and mercy. But if you don't hearken, that's in the wrath. And so what? The prophet said to warn, man. So yeah, we're gonna constantly talk about Jacob's trouble and all hell breaking loose and the chip. Because that's the mercy of the Lord to warn you of these things to come. You know. But yeah, we probably wrap it up on that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can go to edifying. We like to give our praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Rakakadash. We like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. We like to say Shalom to the elect that teach the word on true faith and sincerity. Shalom.